had a couple of emails, this being the Christmas time of the year. People are wanting to know if the Villages allows you to put up Christmas lights and things like that. You know, I know the rules say you're not allowed to have decorations or yard ornaments and things like that, but it seems like they do make exceptions around like Christmas. But there's a time limit. I think there's a date, and I don't remember what it is, so don't ask me. You can probably Google it. But when you put up Christmas lights on your house or yard ornaments, you know, things like that for Christmas, there's a certain date that has to be down. You can put them up and leave them up. I always took mine down right after I put up Christmas stuff like the 1st of December, and then I would take them down like right after New Year's, like that week of New Year's, whatever that week is. Sometime during that week, I would start taking them down. I didn't put up anything this year because I just don't feel the Christmas spirit at all. The kids can't come down. I just don't really have it in me this year. If I did, that's what I would do, and I've never had a problem. Nobody's ever knocked on my door. The CDD people that go around the community watch, they've never said a word. So I think you're just fine if you just kind of do it that way. But they were wanting me to do video of some Christmas lights and things like that. I've done some Christmas lights video years ago. I haven't done any in the last probably 5 or 6 years. When you come to my channel, I put all my videos in folders to make it easier for you to maybe go somewhere to find the information you're looking for. I don't remember all the names of the folders, but I know that if you go to there's certain things you can click on. You can click on one that says videos, and I think that just brings up all the videos. I've got over 750 videos now, so that's a lot to go down and choose from. But I separated all of them, and I think it's called list, video list. It's up at the top. It'll say home, videos, list, or something like that. Go to list. When it opens up, 6 or 7 folders in there. Now it may only open up 4, but you'll see an arrow or something to the end of that where if you click that, it'll move over and there's more folders. And one of those folders, I do believe, says something about Christmas. And Sue and Deb went out to all of the rec centers. I think it was just last year. All of the rec centers, not all, shouldn't say all of the regional rec centers, which is the big ones. And I think there's like 12 or 13 of them, 14, something like that. And she did video outside and inside of all the decorations and things like that. So you got those videos. Also, over the years, we did golf cart rides at night. When we lived up at Caroline, the Lake Sumter Landing area, I took the golf cart out a couple of times and a camera, probably my cell phone, when I was down here on vacation, because I was still working, and we drove around the different neighborhoods at night and videoed lights. Now, they're not fancy videos or anything like that, but it does show you what some of the village neighborhoods do at Christmas time. And I think one of them was the village of Hadley, if I remember right. The whole neighborhood, that's the same thing as the village. The village of Hadley, that's the same thing as the neighborhood of Hadley. So you kind of know what's going on there. They all got together in that neighborhood and they decorate their house up in a lot of ways. Probably the most decorated neighborhood in all of the villages. And they have a donation thing at the end of the drive. You can drive around or you can walk through, you know, whatever you want to do. I took my golf cart and went around the neighborhood. And they donate that money to some kind of charity, a soup kitchen or something. I don't really remember what it was, but it's all for a good thing. And so we went over there and I videoed that. So if you're really interested in seeing some of the Christmas lighting and things like that in the villages, just go to the list and click on that folder about Christmas time in the villages or villages at Christmas time or something like that, whatever it says on there. Just click on that. And then I'd open that folder up and there's some videos on there about the lights here in the villages. Now I might do some this year. I haven't said I am or I'm not. I don't want you to hold me to this. But if we decide to go out to eat dinner some night, well, the first thing I do before I get in the car, by the way, I don't drive the car in the villages, Sue does. So first thing I do before I even get in the car is I grab usually my GoPro 7. That's my go-to camera, that GoPro 7. And I throw it in the car just in case. You never know what's going to happen and there I'm going to have a camera. I mean, I could be driving through a neighborhood and then all of a sudden come to a huge sinkhole that just opened up. There I am with a camera. So I always take my camera with me. And so if we do decide to go out and do something and on the way home, if I think we're going to come by Hadley, that's really the big neighborhood. we might do that. We might drive through Hadley and take some video, and it's hard to put it on my channel, and I'll tell you why. Those of you that's never uploaded a video to YouTube, there's a thing called copyright. Music is copyrighted. In other words, in order for you to play it in a public format and get paid for your advertising on that format, which I do here on the YouTube channel, then you have to pay to use that music because it's copyrighted. Well, whenever you drive or walk through the town squares or any of that, the bands are playing popular music. Hadley's the same way. They got music kind of on the, I don't know how it works, but I think they got something that streams out on FM. And so and then they also got speakers in some people's yards where they tune their radios to this FM channel. And so when you drive through the Hadley, you're hearing this music. And YouTube has a sensor, I guess, that's very good at picking up background music. And as soon as it picks up a song and recognizes it, copyrighted. And that means I can't show my video with any kind of advertisement, and I'm really just wasting my time. You know, not only do I want to show you guys what it's like here in the villages all year round, things to do, things to see, some rules that you can do things, and some rules where you can't do things. The good, the bad, the ugly, so to speak, of what's going on around here. But I don't want to waste my time and gas and everything else doing all this and not get a little bit of money from it. It's a lot of effort. But I feel like I'm doing the same video 3, 4, 5 times, and it's the same video. If I drive through Hadley now, it'll be the same light show, basically, that they had 5 years ago. It doesn't really change all that much at all. It's the same video. It's the same lights. It's the same neighborhood. It'd be different if it was another neighborhood, because then it's a different neighborhood, different type of decorations, all kinds of stuff. I would do that. That's why I don't care about going to the squares anymore. It's the same old, same old. Go down to the Christmas lighting ceremonies, same old, same old. It's the same stuff year after year after year, to the point where if you're a new villager, they go. I recommend to go. It's something to see, but after a couple of years, guarantee you, they probably won't go anymore. It's the same old, same old. So as long as the village just keeps expanding, that's not going to change because the new people keep going to it. But to the older people that's been here, seniority-wise, if you've been here 5 years or more, that kind of thing, they don't go to the squares near as much as they used to, probably. They don't go to these different things all the time because they've seen it, done it 2 or 3 times, and it's the same. So they just don't go much anymore. So with that being said, let me get out of here. Hope I didn't offend nobody. I'm going to do some editing here because I know when I watch it, sometimes I see things that I said or heard things that I said, and I go, I probably shouldn't have said that, and I'll cut it out. So sometimes that's why you get a little skipping in the video. I've discovered I said something, I take it out, and so it'll skip. So anyway, I'll see you all on the other side.